Hello, 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 and welcome. This is Peter Pagliani of Studios, and this is Making Comics and Art, episode 352. Woohoo! So today, I did a pinup previously for the Sword and Sorcery Online magazine that did a crowdfunder not long ago, and this is included in it. It was also a postcard that was available to purchase. Yeah, they asked me to do two more. So tonight, I got this initial sketch, which was approved. So I'm just going to make it slightly bigger on this. I'll go for as however long I can go. I do want to mention I made a short recently. I posted it on YouTube as well as Facebook. The link on Twitter. I've posted it on Instagram. Also posted it on my TikTok. If you don't already follow me everywhere, subscribed everywhere, friended everywhere, all the links are in my link tree, which is down below. But yeah, so I posted a video with a bunch of artwork. The pinup I previously did included. I want, I would love to get 100 for each piece, but I'm willing to negotiate and get rid of some of them for cheaper. But just direct message me on the socials if you're interested. Want to get something for yourself or a gift for a friend. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. So the first pinup I did was for a story, and this one and the next one are going to be as well. I read the second story and came up with this image. It's a fiddler, and there's this not witch, although I guess you can consider it a witch, like elfin something or another woman that uses pieces of fabric to drain various people. So that's why I got the fabric wrapping around down below, her doing her mystical effect on him, making him play for her. And yeah, she's not totally described, like kind of sort of, but we are talking short stories, so kind of generic, but I'm gonna have fun with this. Just figure out how I'm going to lay this out. Once again, is that okay? Yeah, that's better ish. I gotta figure out my light situation, but since it's just me hanging out, I'll keep it like it. If I do him that tall, then you gotta get a razor blade or something. Maybe something like that. Maybe. Let's do this. I could keep this messy. Nothing is final until the inks, and even then you can change stuff. So yeah, the title of the episode is "Starting is the Hardest Part," and sometimes it is. I mean, for me to just come up with this idea for pinup, I mean, it wasn't a blank slate. It was from the story. Uh, uh, uh. Let's see. Already getting pencil marks on my paper. Horrible, horrible. If you're hanging out, say hi. Who's with me tonight? This is, of course, detail. You may not see. This is going to be a figure in front of it. I don't know why I was kind of thinking Jack Kirby, like with the big face behind him. Not that she's huge or anything, but it's more symbolic. Realize Sunday night might not be the best time to stream. But people can watch this later. Um, And sorry. Okay, so actually see it best like that. So just a big face. This is going to be him relatively. I'm going to have to do research on his costume. So imagine he's like here, sort of just floating in the air. So I'll do. I think she might have white hair. I forget. I have to reread, check it, check the details. But it's always fun to do some big wavy hair. So that will frame it on top. All right. Figure for no reason whatsoever as a horizon line, because it's not necessarily a horizon. It's just a interesting image. And then from this side, let me turn this. All right, so I wanted that would be that part. And then coming down from there. This is all loose just to get the basics in place. I'm thinking I'll have some fun with the fabric. What the evil character does is takes patches of the clothes of her victims. So I'll draw patches. So, okay, I know it's hard to see. Cover the sun behind me. Eyelashes. Of course. Big lips. All right. Yeah. Depending on how detailed I'm going to make her, it's more straight on than I had her slightly at an angle, but it's slightly there. All right, let me get some paper. All right, so I'm just setting up the positions of everything. Like I said, I'll figure out his costume, his attire. Later, as we get more into the details, I might even throw down some lines. Once I get the basics worked out. Hey, is Michael. Hey, welcome, welcome. And Montoya. Welcome, guys. What are you up to tonight? I know you can barely see what I'm doing. One day I'll work out the kinks of the lighting. I don't even have my desk lamp on. Otherwise, you wouldn't see anything. All right. Oh, no worries. Don't drive and watch my screen. That's dangerous. I appreciate you coming by to say hello. All right. Let's see. All right. I think I had the same table. I got mine at it's basically an office desk. You know, it's however long, it's like 6 feet, uh, I think. Um, it's it's like the biggest desk that they had, and honestly, I would love a bigger one. Ended up using spare wood to make a little drawing table to go on top of it, as the tabletop was not the smoothest. Ah, yeah, that works. That works. I actually have like a drawing board, an actual one that you can, you know, make into 45 degree or whatever. Um, and I used to work it like it might have been 35 degrees, uh, not flat, but not too tilted. Um, Worked like that for maybe the first 10 years of my career. Um, but then I just started working flat, and it works enough, you know. I'm more comfortable like that. All right, so if this is, let's see. His arm. So let's see if he uses this. Then this. Okay. This one arm. As long as I have some detail of her mouth wide open behind him, that will work. Um, he'll also have some hair of some sort. Might make his head a little thinner. We'll see. See how it comes together. The slight perspective change on the flat top was enough to wall my drawings. Needed a bit of angle. Yeah, I get that. I mean, like, you know, keep in mind, I've mostly been an inker. Um, so everything was already drawn. I just had to make it pretty. So it didn't seem to affect me, at least, you know, from from my perspective. All right, so then his arm. Yeah, a little raised there. So his hand. Right, like that. The more I draw, the more I totally understand why a lot of artists are digital. You could just put stuff down and move it around. Even do, like, you know, in this case, I would have done the big head on one layer and then the figure on another, and constantly shift and move it until it was positioned exactly right. Um, but I'm just eyeballing it. Yeah, Command Z. I will be going digital to get into coloring. I've been thinking about possibly doing a horror comic. You know, to have like not to print it, but to like digital release it. Just something I can do because I need all the practice I can get, and I also need more of an income. So there's that. Okay, so if he's like this, his instruments. Something like that. That's coming together. All right. So since he's floating, I really have to figure out his outfit. Sort of like just his legs come straight down. Knees. I want. Is that right? Is that right? That looks right. All right, well, shift the fabric a little bit. I don't want to Rod Liefeld it. I want to get his feet in here. All right. I gotta make sure his hands are and the instrument do all the research. Like I said earlier, I'm just getting this mapped out on the page to where I'm happy, essentially where everything's positioned. All right. All right. Before I do any of that, all right, this is going to be all her hair. I'll definitely go in a brush and have a lot of fun with that. Hey. Are you doing your own comic? Well, there's I have a superhero I invented actually in my late teens called Retro. And I I'm going to get the first issue done and out next year. I predicted that for a long time, but definitely happen next year. So yeah, Retro is a superhero, but I want to do something now that will be a lot quicker than doing a full-fledged comic. Possibly get some other friends involved, and horror themed. So nothing I'll print, but I'll do it as a digital download and have some fun with it. But yeah, Retro, the first issue, I had a friend of mine pencil, but I'm going to be, writing it, penciling it, inking it, and coloring it. And I'll have other people involved to do the rest of this stuff. Ictus, what is up, dude? How's progress in Retro? Well, my life story is the same as always. I need to make more money before I can really work on Retro. And while things are going much better than they were even a year ago, I got a ton of work. I got like over a year's worth of work. Money is slow coming in, so that's why I'm like doing my own art and trying to sell art and various things. But Retro is going to happen, I swear. Command Z is my best friend. There you go. Yeah, we've been talking about digital stuff, but the only thing digital I'm going to be doing anytime soon is digital coloring for my own stuff. Let's see. Now a hand comes in here, somewhere over here. What are you working on, Ictus? I haven't seen you in a long time. I know, like, I've been posting more, but I still don't have time to check everybody out. Yeah, it's, I mean, the long and short of it is my ex passed August 22, and it's been a battle just to regain myself. And then work took a flat line for 6 months. Then I had to take the next 6 months to build it back up and start getting work again. But it's life of a freelance artist. I even tried to get a day job, but I'm in a small town. That wasn't happening. But I fight on. I fight on. This is my lifeblood. This is what brings me happiness. Well, women too, and I've done dating, but man, it's horrible out there. So you still coloring for people and whatnot? Still working on your own book? What was it? Monkeys? No, wrestlers? Something? Forgive me. It's been a while. All right. So. That's her hands. You know, I've watched so many other artists draw it, and it always looks easy. I finished coloring issue 6 of The Flock. The covers. I'm currently working on my own manga. I hired an artist to work on it. I wrote and finally finished coloring page 1. There you go. So this isn't the wrestling book. This is something new. A manga. Interesting. I'll have to go check out you on Twitter. Have you posted some of the art? I love manga, and that's one of the many projects I have in the pipeline. Is a manga that people will flip out over once I get my end of it done. So anybody watching, listening right now, if you didn't already know, all my socials are in my link tree below the video. Go follow me, friend me, subscribe to me everywhere. Nice. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Mitch lately. Mitch of Jesus, Blood Force, which goes live in 5 days. I'm going to add some links. I have like a bunch of people I know, their links to their crowdfunders. I believe all of them are active, but if not, then you could still follow them around. Check out their books and work. That looks a little weird. All right. I don't like it. I ain't doing it like that. That's not going around. It's always easy to erase. Yes, Blood Force. Mitch makes it look easy. But he erases it. All right, so that's right. It's like I work things out in the sketch pretty good. Now I'm trying to copy my own sketch and it looks weird. That's okay. I think this is, no, it's new. I had this idea for a long time. I read the script to them, who our writers, and got a lot of positive feedback on it, and it's pretty much got me looking for an artist. Awesome. So is it going to be a black and white book, or are you doing manga in color? All right, I gotta think of what was that movie? Everything All at Once with Jamie Lee Curtis with Frankfurter Fingers. That's what's on my mind right now. Frankfurter fingers. So if it's, I should have somebody posing for me on the side. Where's my cat when I need him? All right, that works. That works. And then this is in perspective a little bit, maybe. All right, so if that's that, short round. That's the kid from Indiana Jones, right? Indy. Why have you forsaken me, Indy? Yes, he was. He was in that movie. That was a great movie. All right, so that's like that. All right, so then I can make this come out a little more. Huh. Jonathan Curtis. Now I have to go watch that scene. The True Lies. Yeah, she's hot in that. What was that movie? Trading Places. You ever see that? If you want to see her boobs, I'm doing in color. I'm definitely doing a different approach to my coloring. Awesome. Look forward to checking it out. All right, so I won't do much, but I'm just going to indicate that there will be curvy crackle around these pots. All right, so this is the fabric. And the fabric go up there. Let's say come down here-ish. And run up this way. All right, that works. Still get his feet in there. So all be fabric. This will all be her hair. And that can be like that. And oh, goddamn, we got to start. Can I have her tongue maybe in there? Her yelling mouth. It'll be a lot more curvy crackle. And so if this is it's a fake horizon. Just because yeah, I think I like it. I think I like it where it's I'll have to make sure everything lines up properly. I have to do research on the instrument and how his hands are exactly situated. Come up with a outfit for him. Recheck the story on any visuals regarding the elf witch-ish person. Although I don't think it's too descriptive, so it's generic. But yeah, this is doing it. Hey, Chris, welcome. Thanks for coming. Nice conversation. I love doing the mysteries. Yeah, somebody commented like on my sketch that it looked very old school, like comic cover kind of thing. And I'm totally cool with that. Yeah, so I mean, this is 40 minutes I've been going, probably a little longer than that. I think I'll stop here. I've had an incredibly long day doing too many various things. But I'm happy where this is situated right now. I got other things to ink, other things to pencil. But thanks for coming to hang out and checking it out. Please give it a like. If you have any questions, I'll answer a question or two before I go. But yeah, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm going to try to be streaming more throughout the month. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Nice start to the page. Looking forward to catching more streams. Excellent. All right. So no questions. I guess I'll close it out. Thanks for watching. And keep making art and keep making comics yourself. Let's spread the joy.